friends, welcome to my channel. This is Lost in Stitches. My name is Lisa and this is a channel all about cross stitch. So I have so much stitching to share with you guys today. As some of you guys know, if you're new here, welcome. I'll explain. And if you're a returning subscriber, I have been making a ton of progress on my 10 for 2024. So it looks like it may be attainable to get all of my finishes. So I'm so excited. I have 2 finishes to share with you today. I have the progress on my whips, including my new full coverage, and I have some lovely happy mail to share. So grab yourself a beverage and we'll dive right in. Okay, a little store update for you guys. So if you've tuned in for the last couple of videos, you may know that I have started Lost in Stitches Designs, and I am starting to do some of my own designs and finishing, and I have an Etsy shop called Lost in Stitches Store. So I'll link that below. You guys can go and have a look, but I do have a few things in there right now that you guys can go and purchase. There is New Kid Needle Minder, and a couple of the girls have started a Lost in Stitches style, so it's hashtag Lost in Stitches Sal. I'll put it across here, and I'll link that below as well. So thank you, Emma, for starting that sal. It was just so sweet. So if anybody you want to join in with that, my patterns are available in my store. So this is the first one called Winter Snow. I think some of you guys may have already seen these. And then I did a series of minis as well. So it's this one here for the winter season. And then I won't spend too much time on this because I have shown them before. This little postage stamp one. I love this one. He's so cute. And then the little snowflakes one. I think you guys might be able to see these a little better today than in my last video. Here we go. And then I did a Merry and Bright series. So this one here is also in my shop right now. It's called Merry. Colors are kind of washing out there, but, and this one is called Bright. So those ones are available in my store right now. I also have a Christmas band sampler, so I'll kind of run right into the whips here that I have been working on. The pattern is available, and I am doing this for the Lost in Stitches sale to try and get the model done. So this is where I am right now. This is the border on my Christmas band sampler. So I'll insert a picture here of what it's going to look like when it's done. But this one is the border. And if you go check out Lynn at Those Missing Stitches, she's also stitching this one. She's using a little bit of a darker red, I believe, more like a cranberry, and she has put it on her fabric called Darling David. It is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So hi, Lynn. Thanks so much for supporting my shop. And yeah, this one's going to turn out super, super nice. So this one here is being stitched in 8/16. So I ran into a little snafu with 8/16. So I picked up I started stitching, and I thought that I had another skein downstairs in my stash, and I didn't. So I went out and picked up some more, and they're a totally different color. So I don't know what is happening there. Everything that I went to 3 different stores looking for 8/16, and it was a different color again. So because that is the called for red. So I did pick up some 115, the variegated. and I may try that as another option. So if any of you are thinking about stitching this one, the 115 variegated would be absolutely gorgeous with that too. So again, in the Christmas band sampler, all you need is a red and 2 shades of light and a dark green and black. So it's very, very simple. Or you could even do blue with 2 shades of green and black, or you can substitute in anything that you want. A lot of people like the red, but certainly just choose whatever you want for that one. So I'm going to try it in 115, I think, because I certainly can't find the 816, and that was kind of the color that I wanted. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. I think that this little model would be a restart. So we'll see where that goes next time. So moving into the rest of my whips, I am so close to being done. This one is Quinto Acuto. It's stitched on 18 count white Aida, and I am almost done Quinto Acuto. So I'll show you the whole piece when it's finished, but what I did this time, I stitched this, no, not that square, this side. I stitched this square. I finished all of the back stitching, and I charted my initials here and put them into the elephant. And what I have left, which is what I wanted to do last, is about 280 stitches on Maudie, the octopus. So that one will definitely be a finish for next time. I'm just waiting, I don't know, for a nice evening with a nice cup of tea and sit down and finish that one, because I've been working on it for over a year. So that one is almost done. And that one is part of all of these are part of my 10 for 2024. I've already finished Everyday Things by Hands On Design. I'll put in a picture here. And Plant Seeds and Sing Songs. I'll also put in a picture here. So I do have 2 more finishes that I'll share at the end here for my 10 for 2024. So I am down to 6 at this point, and I have worked on all of them. So one of those 6 was that Quinto Acuto. The next one here, I'll put in a picture of what it's going to look like. This is from Panji Patchworks and Quilting, and this is Lori's design, and it's the little red schoolhouse sampler. So this one, I would say out of all of them, is the one that is taking me the most patience. I'm not sure why. I think it's because it's on linen, and I'm stitching mostly in the evenings, and it's dark, and yeah, so this one is stitched with Fallow Red, and it's on Dirty Porcelain, and it's a 32 count. So it's coming along. I've kind of committed myself to 1 red thread a day, and I'm just going to see if I can get to the end of December with this one. I probably just need 1 good morning stitchy session on it. It's in the 10, but it's just not calling to me right now, so I will get it, but it's just going to take some time. The next one is here. It's from Longdog Samplers, and it is called Castles in the Air. And I have been working quite a bit on this one. So as you'll see, I'll just kind of scroll here. I'm so excited. It's getting done, people. So I'm coming across the bottom border of the castles, and then underneath here there's a little quote, as you can see in the picture, dream a little dream with me, and then the dragons and another little castle. So I'll hold that up for a second. I am getting there. I'm at like 70%. So very, very close. Haven't committed to the date yet, but I'm getting there. I have about 8,000 stitches left in this one. And, oh, I'm sorry, it's on 28 count. I'll hold this up again. It's on 28 count fabric by The Grateful Thread. Hi, Charlene. And it's stitched in Sanjo Silk. So that's a silk weaver company from Granville Island in Vancouver. And I've tried it on the 28 count, and it is absolutely buttery. It's so nice to stitch with. It only really would work on the 28 count because it's a fairly thick one-stranded woven silk. So, but this one is getting there. It's at, like I said, at about 70%. So hopefully, this is the big one, and then the next one, Quiltz, is the one that I'm kind of wondering if I'm actually going to get finished by the end of the year. But I'll put in a picture here. This next one is Longdog samplers called Quiltz. It's on 32 count antique white Aida, and it is stitched with all of the DMC. So here is where I am right now on Quiltz. So what have I done this time? I have done most of this band. I've completed this band. It's totally finished now, and I'm moving across here, and I've brought both of the borders down to match. So I finished this one. I still have a little bit of back stitching to do, I believe, like around the wheels and things in here, but the stitching itself is done. So even if I can get the stitching done on this one, I would be very, very happy. It comes to about probably here, I would say, when it's done. There's a little bit more than the 3-inch margin there. So there's a little wavy border here, as you can see in the picture. And then there's a row of houses, and then there's my favorite block on the bottom with the 3 quilts hanging on the line and the house and the tree. So this one is getting done. It's all in DMC, like I say, and I have really, really enjoyed stitching on this. The border is a bit of a bugger, but you know, it does look nice, so I did continue on with it, but it's not my favorite part of it. Okay, so the next one that I have is by Blackbird Designs. It's Strawberry Fields Forever. This one is getting very, very close to a finish. I am almost there. Almost there. So that house is done. This part of the gate here and the stone wall is what I stitched yesterday. I have another replica of this stone wall to go right here. A little tiny bit of grass and a fence right here, and one motif. So that's all that's left. Maybe 500-ish stitches, I would say. So one more good session with this one, and that one will be done. Very, very happy with how that's turning out. It's lovely, lovely. And my next whip right here is, I'm so sorry. This one is stitched with all, I'm a little rusty here for some reason. I don't know why. This one is on 32 count Antique White Lugana. And this was my birthday stitch for this year. And it's stitched with all the called for Classic Colorworks and Weeks dye works threads. Okay. And my second last whip. This is also in the 10 by 2024. This one is called Fish and Ships. This is what it'll look like when it's done. And this is Fish and Ships. I am almost there. I have about 1,100 stitches left to go. There's a row of fish across the bottom that I'm working on. I had half of them in and realized that I was off by one. So I pulled them out because it would have made it look really uneven across the bottom border. So I'm restitching those, and then there's some waves and a little ship that goes down in that corner. You can kind of see the lights twinkling through there. Sorry, guys. This one is stitched on 20 count Antique White Aida. It's a self-gridding fabric that I got from Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's stitched with Sulky 12 weight thread in a variegated blue. I'll show that here. I love the Sulky on the 20 count Aida. It gives fantastic coverage, as you can see there. So this one will also be a finish in the coming weeks. It shouldn't take too much longer. Okay, so I have 2 more finishes that I want to share with you. And this one here. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. This one is called Boreal Forest. It's from Stitches So Beautiful. Hi, Valerie. I have absolutely loved stitching so far on this pattern. It's all in 310, but a couple of the little stars are put in, and you can see all my threads hanging around here at the back, but let's see if I can tidy that up a little bit. So I did get in this. My goal is to put in about 300 stitches a day. And we'll see how I go from there. So it's just all black so far up in that corner, but we're going to get into some beautiful colors here shortly, just right in this area. So I'm working my way over to that. I stitch my full coverage using the cross-country diagonal method. So again, I think I mentioned this in my my last video. If you want to learn how to do that, go and see Vanny over at Thread the Needle. She's from Newfoundland. She's so sweet, and she stitches the most gorgeous full coverage pieces. She's a full coverage stitcher, and she actually has a tutorial on how to do this this cross-country diagonal method, and it works fantastically well for me. So this one here is Boreal Forest, a very, very small beginning on that one. Okay, let me tidy up here for a second. And the two finishes that I have. So this one is from Heaven and Earth Designs. It is called Little Red Riding Hood 3, and she is done. I'm so excited. I absolutely loved stitching on her. The details are so pretty. The colors are wonderful. I just love her eyes. And, you know, strong women, right? We gotta stay tough, slay the wolf. So this is Red Riding Hood, and she is going to fit very nicely into an 8x10 frame. So she's stitched on 18 count Antique White Aida. I love the 18 count Aida for all of my full coverage pieces. And this one is done. So hopefully that one will be a fully finished very, very shortly. The other one from my 10x2024 that I have finished is Blackbird. Here is the pattern, and this is how I stitched it. So this is on Mustard Seed by Fiber on a Whim. It's a 32 count Lugana, and the thread is a Weeks Dye Works Kohl, K-O-H-L. So that one is also a finish. This one will be finished into a pillow with the black ruched ribbon around the edges. So I can't wait to see that done. I just absolutely loved stitching on this one. All right, so those are 2 finishes. So that's 4 of my 6 finished. And as you can see, I have a couple more that are pretty close. So, yeah, that's it for my whips for this week. And I'll tidy this up and I'll be right back. Okay, happy mail. Oh my goodness, I have been completely spoiled over the last couple of weeks. First, I received this beautiful card here from Karen, the Stitching Owl. Absolutely gorgeous. And it was just to say that she was thinking about me and sending thoughts and prayers, and I so appreciate that, Karen. And then she also sent me this lovely ornament. It is just beautiful, and said it reminded her of Paolo and I. So, yeah, I absolutely love that. The finishing is beautiful. She just put this beautiful beaded hook on here, and if you want to see a plethora of gorgeous ornaments, go and watch Karen at the Stitching Owl. She has so many beautiful ornament finishes. She actually has tutorials for it. Just can't recommend her channel enough. She's just a beautiful soul, a kind person, and you know, go and subscribe to her channel so that you get all the notifications. Very, very nice. So thank you, Karen, for this. It will be treasured. It'll fit right here on our tree. Oh, as you guys can see, our tree is kind of spinning behind us here. The kids helped decorate this last night, so yeah, it is what it is, but it's so cute. They love sticking all the things on, and the candy canes, I think, are the favorite part. They don't last very long. So this was from Karen, and this one was also from Karen. She just sent a lovely Christmas card along. It's so cute inside. It just says, "May your holidays be golden," from the Stitching Owl, Karen. I love it. Definitely a dog person. I also received a beautiful card from my friend, my stitchy friend, Debbie. Thank you so much, Debbie, for this. The beautiful note inside just touched me. Debbie and I have been chatting back and forth about my cancer journey and some things that were going on in her life. So I just want to say thank you so much for that. It was just so appreciated. This one is a card that has come from my friend Michelle, and and Michelle is in Saskatoon. So I just wanted to say thank you for the lovely Christmas card, Michelle, and happy holidays. Excuse me, sorry. And then I received the Stitchy Kindness from Karen. Karen is the owner of Rocky Mountain Needle Minders. And let's see her name there, Karen DeRoche. And this is Rocky Mountain Needle Minders, and she sent these along. So I have this one for me, and then this one will be going into, sorry, this one will be going into a future giveaway. So there we go. Thank you so much for that. If you haven't seen already, Karen has her own Flosstube. So she is the Canmore Stitcher. So you can go and check her out. She's got some beautiful whips. Karen always has nice stitching. And she's one of our stitchy friends here within the Edmonton, Alberta group. So definitely go and check her out. And the last but certainly not least thing that I received, it's just from Lynn. It's just a little thank you and a personal note from Lynn at Those Missing Stitches. And Lynn sent along, sorry for the crinkling, a piece of Darling David. This is absolutely beautiful fabric, and I cannot wait to go and get more. It is so, so pretty. And this one is called Admiral Atticus. Another darker piece of fabric here. I just love this. Thank you so much for those two pieces of fabric, Lynn. And then she sent along these beautiful little scissor fobs. Aren't they gorgeous? They're beautiful. So Lynn has a shop. It's called Those Missing Stitches. So I'm going to put this up here for you guys. And if you take a screenshot of that, you should be able to get to her store on Etsy. She's taking a short break right now, but she does have some beautiful things in there. And I just watched her last Flosstube, and she said she'll be reopening within a week or two. So I'm really looking forward to that, Lynn. I'll definitely be ordering some more of your fabrics. They are absolutely beautiful. So if you need anything like that, go and check out her Etsy store over at Those Missing Stitches, and check out her Flosstube as well. It's just lovely. So I think that was it for all of the haul and happy mail. So I'm just going to tidy this up, and then I'll be right back. Okay, stash enhancements. So what have I been up to? First off, I did buy some digital patterns. I attended the Jingle Ball very briefly. My weekend did not work out exactly the way that I thought it would. But I did get in to get a few things. So I purchased the Jingle Ball, the bauble book, right, with all the ornaments. And I got this pattern from Tiny Modernist, the little Christmas terrarium. And I did get a lot of the freebie patterns from the designers. It was just done absolutely wonderful. I did pop into a couple of stitching rooms, but overall I did not get to spend a lot of time, unfortunately, at the Jingle Ball one. Friday night we went out for dinner with my husband, and then on Saturday, we had a theater thing that we had to go to for one of our daughters, and that took up the whole afternoon. And then by the time Saturday evening came, I just had a massive headache. So there wasn't a lot of jingle balling, but I did do quite a bit of stitching, and I thought about all of you guys. It sounded like it was just so much fun. So next year, I'm hoping to participate a little bit more, but I was happy to support the event and just go in and have a look. It was just wonderful. And for other designs, I did get some from Carolyn Manning. She had a sale on until November 30th. So some of the ones that I got right here are Leaping Leaves and Mebon, Monarch, Carnival, Artemis, and chocolate covered strawberries. I couldn't resist that one. So I'm gonna have to live 14 lifetimes to stitch all of these things, but they're just beautiful and I absolutely loved it. So I did get some of those. I also, from the Blue Flower, I also picked up Forest Home. So I will be starting that one in 2024. And sorry, I'm looking down at my list here. And I picked up this one from Ink Circles. It's called Village Square. So I'm really looking forward to doing a variegated Valdani pearl cotton one with this one. And again, apologies, I'm just looking through my list here. And from the Artsy Housewife, I got Una Owl, this one here, Grace, and Pretty Bird. So those three are also included into my 2024 plans. I'm going to make a video for my 2024 plans. There's a really cool stitch along happening. So Sarah from Sew Me Sarah and Flossie Sew and Grows, they're both doing a 50 starts for 2024 because they're both turning 50 this year. So very brave, and I have a list of 50 things kitted that I'm very, very tempted to jump in on this. So you'll see in my plans video what I have set up to start in 2024. I have my whip count down to about around 20 now at this point, I think. So a very manageable number, and I would like to have some more things started. So that is basically the patterns that I have purchased. And now I did receive my Hearts for Pam. Sorry, put my phone away. My Hearts for Pam box, and I just wanted to share what was in this. If you haven't heard of the Hearts for Pam thing, the campaign that they had. So Pam is a mother-daughter duo, Katie and Pam from Cottage Garden Threads. They are in Australia, and Pam, the mom, had to go in for open heart surgery, which is pretty serious, obviously. And so they did a fundraiser for her, and they came together with 25 or so designers, and everybody put in a free pattern based on a heart. And then we got a little goodie box with 10 different colors from the Cottage Garden Threads, and I absolutely love these. So I just want to share the color. Oh, so if you haven't received your box yet, I've waited a while just to make sure. I think everybody has, but if you haven't and you don't want a spoiler, skip on past, because I'm going to show what was in the box. So just keep going until you see the next little the little title pop up. Anyway, this one is called Page Turner. It's absolutely beautiful. I have this color already because it's in my Mojo Stitches in the Library pattern that I'm working on. The next one is Marigold. They're just beautiful. And you get 10 different colors. So this one is called Hearth, just a nice charcoal gray brown color. This one is called Canard, like duck, I guess. Duck in French. Bottle Brush. Beautiful, beautiful red. I think this is the one that Laura from Lolity Stitches was waiting for. It's a gorgeous color, Laura. I can't remember what you were going to put it into, but it is beautiful. I thought about you when I saw that. Oh, and there was another one, Hugs and Kisses, so maybe it was one of these. This is beautiful. Maybe I could use this for my Christmas band sampler. There should be enough in here. Ooh, maybe Hugs and Kisses. Okay, I'm going to give that a shot maybe. Lima, the blue. The Conservatory is green. Love that. Sleepy Cat. And Le Bouton. Beautiful, beautiful colors from Cottage Garden Threads. They worked very hard to get this packaging out. There were so many beautiful patterns. I will show a few of them. These ones are two of the embroidery patterns that came. Just gorgeous. I haven't tried embroidery yet. My neighbor's daughter does it, so I might get her maybe to show me how to do that. But here's another embroidery one. This one is Pixel Pixie Cross Stitch. This is Wild at Heart. It's an actual heart. Very sweet. This is from Fox and Rabbit. This was their contribution. This one is from the Blue Flower. So another version of the Seasons of the Heart, Hearts for Pam, with all the tropical animals. Love that. This one is from Michelle at Bendy Stitchy. Hi, Michelle. This is called the Ace of Swords. She's been doing some really cool stuff on her channel with tarot. I have really enjoyed that. This one is from Stephanie at Lindy Stitches. Queen of Thread. So cute with the hearts. This one is Darling and Whimsy. So this is another Quirky Quaker. I like that one. This is a book bag. Again, an embroidery piece. And then this is Hare's Nest Stitchery, another embroidery piece. A lot of the Cottage Garden threads are actually used for embroidery, so I think this is why a lot of them are probably in there. This one is for some templates. I don't exactly know what this one is for yet. Some little hexagons, I think. And the little template came with it. Okay, the next one, I'll fold this over because the pattern is on it. This one is from Hearts for Pam by Jeanette Douglas. Hard to see that one. And again, this one is from Heart and Hand. Love this one. Today I choose hope. I cannot wait to stitch this. This speaks to me. This one here is another embroidery one. Whoops, there we go. So, do you guys do embroidery? Does anybody do embroidery? That I certainly don't. I haven't learned yet, but this one is Ink Circles. Beautiful little pattern. Hearts Entwined, it's called. This one's Handlebar Stitchery called the Love Bugs. All the beetles. And this one is from Mojo Stitches in Australia. Nobody has ever measured, not even the poets, how much the heart can hold. I like that. And this one is from the Witchy Stitcher. It's alright. It's like a real heart preserved. And this one is from Jan Hicks Creates. So you can see, I really like this one, the Hopeful Heart Prayer Flag. You can see how many great designers came together to put some of these designs into the box. We also got a wonderful little needle minder, Hearts for Pam 2023, and a thank you, and another one of these little thread holders. It's actually very, very sweet, so I need to use this one for my planning for 2024. So I think that was all of my haul this time, and I'm just going to tidy this up and I'll be right back. Okay, let's do some shout outs. So while I have been stitching, I have been watching a ton of Flosstube this week. So I just want to do a few shout outs for the people that I have watched. There's so many good Flosstubers. If you guys know anybody that that maybe you haven't heard me mention before, or think that I might enjoy, you know, based on what I'm stitching or something new, I'm definitely an omnivore when it comes to stitching. I love it all. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if there's anybody that you have as a favorite Flosstuber that you watch regularly. I would love to tune in and subscribe to them as well. So a few people that I have watched is Laura at I Stitch Birds. Laura is incredible. I smile the whole time that I'm watching her. She is the queen of enabling. She finds so many amazing projects, and I think Brenda from the Handwork Maniac can attest to this. I think she's bought a few because of Laura, and they've become friends. So huge shout out. Another Brenda at Handwork Maniac is also another fantastic channel. So huge shout out for Brenda and Laura to go and watch those. Another one is Sarah at Somi Sarah. I have been watching her channel almost right from the beginning. So just want to say hi, Sarah. I love all of your videos, and looking forward to the next one. I have watched Karen Combs. She has some lovely videos, lots of great information in there. One little tip that she shared in her last one that I liked was to take one of those black micro pens and write the count of your fabric into the margin, into the selvage of your fabrics, so that if you lose a tag, then at least you still know the count. So I thought that was a great tip from hers. Sally from Flossy Sews and Grows. So her and Sarah from Somi Sarah, like I mentioned earlier in my video, they're doing the 50 starts in 2024. So I am I'm definitely interested in attempting some of that with them. Another one is Elaine at Ellie Welly Stitcher. So just watched her video. She has just moved to Wales. She has a lovely new place there and a new little stitchy she shed in the backyard. I absolutely love it. So hi, Elaine. Your hair is gorgeous with the little purple tips. I just love that. And you know, just happy stitching. Your last Flosstube was great. Yasmin, I've been following along with Yas for a long time, and looking at some of her new designs, and she's also doing a very, very nice Flossmas videos, so I've been watching with her every day. Another one is Patty from 4 Boys and a Newfoundland Girl. So Patty put out this last Flossmas. Oh, hi Patty. Oh man, I'm so homesick for Newfoundland. So she had this beautiful video where it's like she's driving along through and she goes down to the coast, and it just reminded me so much of home. So just wanted to say hi, Patty. It did make me homesick, but not sad. I just wanted to say hi. And Vanny as well from Thread the Needle. I've been watching her Flossmas videos. She's actually doing a little stitch along, so an Advent stitch. So she's putting in a few stitches every day into a pattern. So I'm looking forward to see what that's going to turn out to be. I've watched Mel from the Patchy Pony Stitcher in Australia. So hi Mel, loved your last video, loved all of your little Mill Hill kit finishes, and that's definitely go and check out Mel. She's got some great videos, and her last one in particular was very nice with all the cross stitch finishings for Christmas. Sarah at Stitching Mommy, I always love watching Sarah, watch every week. She posts every Monday, and I'm really looking forward to see what she is going to post for her 2024 plans. Sarah is like the queen of cross-stitch planning, so go and check out her videos. And Laura, of course, Stitching by the Shore, she has started some of her artist trading card swap for the winter coming up again in 2024. So go and check out her last, it's like a Flosstube extra, like a Flossmas, and she explains the artist trading card swap that's coming up in the winter. I stitched 3 things to be able to participate in the autumn one, and they're still sitting on my desk downstairs. So if we ever do autumn again, I'm fully prepared. But no, I will get to it. But the winter part, I definitely would like to participate in that over the winter. And the other one I watched is Colette, the Highway Stitcher. So I always watch Colette as well. She makes great progress on her projects. So those are just some of the people that I've been hanging out with this week. I want to thank all of you for producing such fantastic content, and for keeping me company while I'm stitching. So again, I hope that you guys have all enjoyed this video, and if you like what you see, please subscribe and like, and definitely leave a comment. I love chatting back with all of you. So all right, I'm gonna wrap this up and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so this is a new little section. I just wanted to put in a little demonstration of how I do my two-handed stitching with my Lowry stand. So in my last video I had a Q&A section where I was asked some questions about like tips and tricks for how I stitch a little bit faster, or you know, things that I've learned over the last little bit of stitching again. So I did share those in my last video. Feel free to go back and watch that one. But this one in particular question came back about how can you show a demonstration of how you two-hand stitch. So for me, I use my Lowry stand, and I'll put this in here. So I have my fabric. This is my fish and chips from Longdog samplers, and I just put it into this little you know, wooden hoop, and then I put this little clip on the side, and that kind of holds all of my fabric on this side, and then I just fold over the fabric, I put it into my Lowry stand, and then I just tighten, and then this fabric folds back over. So this is kind of how I stitch most of the time. That's my setup. It's pretty simple. Sometimes I'm sitting at my desk like this, other times I'm just on the couch, and most of the time I stitch like this. This is how I'm set up with the majority of my projects, no matter how big or small they are. Generally this is the hoop that I use. I find it the easiest to get around instead of the great big the great big Q-snaps, right? So what do I mean about two-handed stitching? So when I first started stitching, I was holding on to, like I'll show you here, I didn't have my Lowry stand, I was holding on to my Q-snap, and I would poke, and you know, a lot of us are still doing that, and that's fine if you're comfortable doing that. For me, I found that this hand, because I'm gripping so much here, that these fingers were getting very, very sore from holding up, and especially if you have a big project, you're holding up the weight of a Q-snap. My hand was going to sleep. This is an effect of some of the medications that I was also on for my my treatment plan, but so I did have to change up how I stitched. So that said, I invested in a Lowry stand, so at least I wouldn't have to hold it. Now from there I graduated to putting the Q-snap into the Lowry stand and then, you know, poke and stab. And then I found that this hand was improving, but this hand wasn't the same way. So I think it was because I was moving this one so much, and I said, well, I'm going to try and see if it can help the arthritis in my fingers by learning how to use both hands when I'm stitching. So how do I do that? So this is my stitching here, right? You can see I keep the needle, this hand is on top, so my left hand is on top and my right hand is underneath. And wherever I'm stitching, I take this finger and it's kind of pushing up underneath the fabric. And then I push down through with the needle here, and I catch the needle at the back and pull it through. Now this takes a little tiny bit. You'll get used to it, but you find the hole and put it back up, and then I push with this finger again so I know where I am. And then I pull up with this one, and then I go down through and I catch the needle here, and then I come up through, and then I go down through. So that's basically how I do the two-handed stitching, and it gets much faster, right? It's I can stitch pretty quickly with it. If you see, it does get faster as you get practice with it, and especially if you have a shorter thread. I find that works much better than longer threads for this. So it's just a matter of training this hand, because it's used to holding your Q-snap or whatever, right? So you just have to get this hand engaged, and again, you just pull up with this hand. And this is the tricky part to learn, is to get that left, if you're right-handed, I'm right-handed, is to get that left hand engaged enough to be able to push and find the hole and go back down through, because this hand is already used to doing it, right? So it's just a matter of learning. Right now I can do it hardly without even thinking about it. So it is possible. I can't do anything with my left hand. I am so right hand dominant, and I learned how to do this. So yeah, just give it a little practice. That's all you do, is just to kind of keep feeling on the bottom with this finger, and then that will help you guide your left hand to that finger. It's just the way your fine motor skills work. So give that a shot, and hopefully that helps. If you still have questions, let me know. If the demo wasn't fantastic, I will try something else if it didn't answer your question. But that's how I two-hand stitch. All right. Okay, so first I want to say a huge thank you to everybody over the last 10 months who have subscribed to my channel. I have just now reached 5,000 subscribers. And I just noticed this yesterday. I'm like, oh my goodness, how did this happen? Like 5,000 people. I remember celebrating just before we went to Hawaii when I got 100 subscribers right in the beginning. And I want to do something very, very special for this. So I think I do need some time. I just wanted to recognize that. Thank you to all of you for who have subscribed, but I just need some time to put a few things together, and maybe in my next Flosstube I'll do some giveaways and like a 5K celebration. But I just did want to say thank you to everybody. This channel and the stitching community has meant a lot to me over this last year. And it's been a lot of fun. I've just met so many nice people, and I hope that in some way I've been able to give back to this community as well, as much as I've gotten from it. So from the bottom of my heart, I just wanted to say thank you so much for subscribing. If you're new here and you've liked what you've seen, or you want to go back and check out some of my other videos, certainly please like and subscribe. It's been so fun. Leave comments, we interact here, and yeah, it's been great getting to know so many new people. And with that, I'll wrap it up and say thank you, and happy stitching, everybody. Enjoy what you do. Take time for yourself. Look after yourself. I know it's very difficult with so many things going on in the world right now and coming right into the holidays. Just take time for yourself. Look after yourself, and just enjoy your stitching. So with that, guys, thanks so much. We'll chat again soon. Bye-bye.